What is going on, Pokemon Card Nation? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about how the Pokemon card market is going to change in the next few years. It's speculation time. All of this information that's coming to you is based purely off of my mind that thinks a little too much about Pokemon cards for whatever reason, probably because I open them all the time. That's probably why. Anyway, so here's the thing. In the next few years, you have people of my age and younger who are going to be getting into the job market, or they're going to be getting more wealthier for whatever reason. Whatever's happening, things are going to change. You're going to have people who did not grow up with the first 3 generations of Pokemon. Something that's going on during the COVID spike, or that happened right before the COVID spike, was Gen 4 Pokemon card boxes sealed and other things similar, and even the cards started to hit their strides. A good example of this would be a Stormfront booster box, which just before COVID was sitting at 800. Now you got a lot more. Stormfront is from the Diamond and Pearl era. I think it's probably maybe even $2,000 now. That might, I'll check the information on that, but I know it's higher, so I'll look for sure. So you have people my age who just started when Diamond and Pearl came out. They may have played Fire Red or Leaf Green, but they never had that original Gen 1 experience like you guys did. Black and White is a whole different thing on its own. A lot of people left before Black and White came out. A lot of people stopped collecting cards when Black and White came out. People didn't like the Black and White games. They were disappointed in them. This resulted in less people playing Pokemon at that specific time. A little different than Sword and Shield, because now you have people who don't play the game, but they'll collect the cards anyway. So here's the thing. If you guys remember, back during Generation 3, Pokemon hit a very, very deep low. That resulted in some sets not selling very well. And we move on to Gen 4. Things get a little bit better. People enjoyed the games a little bit more than they did Gen 3. Black and White was an era that wasn't as collected as what Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, even X and Y were. So keep that in mind when looking. You can still pick up decent priced Black and White packs before it's too late. I suggest you do. And this is the same with Diamond and Pearl. You can still get some of those packs for under $100. You should do it before it's too late, because what's going to happen is they're going to change. People are going to want more of them. What's also happening is the older stuff that people collect, things like first edition base set or Team Rocket, they're going to become too expensive. Even for your more wealthier people out there who are better off, eventually they're not going to pay that much for them. Eventually it's not going to be worth it to them. They're going to move on to the next thing. Get it before it's too late. Hop on the train now is what I'm trying to tell you. There are sets from Black and White. You've got Dragons Exalted, Legendary Treasures. Those are 2 amazing sets. I highly suggest you picking up, and you can get those packs for under $40. Okay, Diamond and Pearl is a little different. Stormfront, I believe $40 or up is what you can get a decent priced pack for. Maybe 30 if you're really lucky, but I found them in between 40 and 80. As far as Gen 4 goes, you have the Heart Gold and Soul Silver eras. You have a set like Call of Legends with the shiny legend cards. That would be one you could still potentially pick up before it's too late. I do believe you can probably get an English box for $4,000, which seems like a lot, and it is. Eventually that's probably going to be the most expensive Gen 4 era set. I almost guarantee it. Things like Platinum, I believe the box sits at around $2,000 right now. Eventually, these prices are going to become completely unstable. You're not going to be able to afford them, and neither will I. Pick them up while you can, even if you have to sell some of the cards you don't necessarily want to pick them up. I would suggest doing it. Pick up what you can that's older now before it's too late. This is why everybody kicks themselves in the butt now. Even me. At one time, I could have afforded, you know, a Shadowless base set box. Actually, at one time, I had a Shadowless base set box, and I sold it. But here's the thing. I sold that to kind of start this whole thing off, so I knew what I was doing. I knew I was selling something that was going to be worth more money. I knew that was happening. Granted, I didn't think it would jump up within 3 months, but that's just the way it is. Plus, I was going to open the box anyway, so what's the point? Next, we're going to talk about X and Y era sets. So this is the era where people started to say, oh, everything's over printed. Are you so sure about that? It doesn't look like it. Maybe later in X and Y they were, but things like Flashfire weren't overprinted. X and Y base set wasn't overprinted. Furious Fist wasn't that overprinted. The early X and Y stuff was not overprinted. The later stuff was, once you get to the Pokemon Go time. It was. That's why early Sun and Moon stuff was so overprinted, and later Sun and Moon stuff isn't. See, that's why we have this. That's why we have these weird reprints coming out, because the Pokemon Company underestimated it. They don't have Pokemon Go numbers collecting anymore. Well, now they do, but that just happened recently, so that's a story for a different day. But for a while, they didn't have Pokemon Go numbers anymore. You know, things like Team Up and Unbroken Bonds, they're cool sets, but, you know, you don't have game hype coming in to get people to buy your stuff anymore. You lose sales because of that. Now all of a sudden Sword and Shield comes out. You got more collectors. And then on top of Sword and Shield, you got these rich people opening first edition base set boxes on YouTube. People with very big influence, I should say. Some of them being very high in subscriber counts. You got influence now. More people want cards, can't find the sets they like. Let's reprint them. So now we have a little bit of a weird situation with late Sun and Moon. However, early Sword and Shield is probably going to go the same way. As far as late Sword and Shield, I can't say. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few years. I can say this about Sun and Moon. There is one set that I don't think is going to get reprinted due to probably not being that popular. I think that's going to be Unified Minds. We'll have to wait and see if Team Up does or not. I don't think it will, but because of the way they've been reprinting some random crap the last couple of months, I'd say Unified Minds probably a safe bet to not get reprinted if you're looking for something to increase longer in the short term, because there's less of it out there. I believe a Unified Minds box sits at around 200 United States dollars. Those of you who are from Australia, you can convert that. Next set that is coming out though for Sword and Shield is Vivid Voltage, a set with a very rare Pikachu card and what seems to be amazing rares coming out. I would definitely hold on to that set sealed if at all possible, but don't forget to open at least one box. I mean, what are you, crazy? You're crazy if you don't open one box. You gotta at least try for that crazy fat Pikachu card. Basically what I'm saying boils down to this: other than the Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon stuff that I've talked about, Diamond and Pearl and Black and White era stuff are going to be hitting their strides very soon. Well, Diamond and Pearl already did, but Black and White has not yet. It's going to happen. It's happening right now. Go look up Legendary Treasures booster boxes. They sell for more a little bit every time. They're going up. They're not going up like, you know, older stuff is, but they are going up, and eventually they probably will. I personally just bought a Call of Legends Kyogre for $30. You guys might want to check this stuff out before it's too late. Good luck. I'll see y'all later. Bye now.